sana. Najua una take notes from me.
Which notes?
Me na kusema.
Like nakushow hivyo.
Like mi ndo umetoa hiyo kwangu like kila kitu kusini.
Sasa nimesema aje?
Sema mute, kwani ulikuwa ume mute?
Can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me? Good evening.
Yeah, hello Raymond.
All right.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. And you?
Yeah, I'm also good. It's good to have you here. You're the topic master today.
Just coming to share a few things to know,
Uh-huh.
Then as well, we keep growing. Nobody is a master in any field. That's my belief.
Yeah,
Especially
true.
in the crypto space.
Yeah, we
Can-
learn every day.
yeah.
Okay, can't wait to hear your presentation.
Okay. Are we good to go? I
We'll
sent
start in the next 2 minutes.
I sent document to Augustine now. You just put up then few videos I got from YouTube back in the talk, If you want to play it, mine just there's nothing new in the crypto space like the topic we have. So which you can start from formulating on your own. You just reinvent the no need to reinvent the wheel, get the resources and explain it better for anyone who doesn't understand what it really is. That's it, that's how easy the crypto space is. So I just tend to check his WhatsApp. The document there, I just compile them, which is a little bit understandable. And then with two videos I got from CoinGecko and one other place.
Okay.
Thank you. That's the way it goes when you really, really, really want to see.
Yeah, I can see it's time. Maybe we could begin. So, hello everyone, and welcome to today's session. My name is Frida Butale, and I'll be the presiding officer today. So, today's topic will be on, we'll be discussing yield farming, lending, and borrowing in the DeFi space. And we are honored to have Mr. Raymond here to share his insights. And you can go ahead and for tonight's session, you can go ahead and ask questions. Feel free to ask questions. If there's anything you feel that you may not have understood, you can go ahead and feel free to ask questions and type in the chat box. So it's a very interesting topic, and we encourage you to participate. So let's get started. For today's program, we'll have presentation from the topic master, Mr. Raymond Uche. And then next we'll have a Q&A session between members, and then some additional remarks from our CEO, Dr. Masharia. Then some website updates from Grace Njeri, and then we'll adjourn the meeting. So thank you very much for joining us, and we can start with our topic master. Mr. Raymond, you're welcome.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Here, my name is Raymond Biche. I'm a Nigerian living in Nigeria. Here it's 6 p.m. my time here. That might be 8 p.m. your own time, so you're just like going to late in the evening. But anyway, I thank you all for inviting me. I'm a community moderator for Transhuman Coin, and also I'm a crypto academy myself, and co-founding a new project with a friend of mine on mental health. Whatever I'm doing has to do with medical stuff because of how life through the death of mother and other people, loved ones. So one has to look for a way to solve some certain problems around you in the medical field so that those coming up behind us will have a longevity life to live, something like that. So anyway, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here. We were talking about youth farming. But before we go then, I don't know how knowledgeable everyone in this crypto space. Before you talk about youth farming, you must know what staking is all about. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, so one had us to know what staking is all about, this essence of crypto, because what people don't know is crypto is a shift in operation of what traditional financial system looks like. It's a way of giving power, money back to the people. People not having their financial purchasing power, financial asset, being under a centralized authority. So every other thing but staking projects you to youth farming. But since we have to talk about youth farming, I'll go straight to youth farming. So youth farming in the crypto space, because in the crypto space, we have two forms. We have the decentralized form and the centralized form. And the decentralized form gave birth to what we have the DeFi. DeFi simply means decentralized finance platform. So we have decentralized form, what we call the CX. Then we have the decentralized form, which we call the DX. Then we start having DeFi, which is decentralized finance. We have DApp, decentralized applications that work on a decentralized mechanism. Then we start having decentralized apps, the Facebook, and then we have the centralized exchange in crypto, that is your Binance, and we have your centralized finance, maybe your normal banks. So what we're looking at is what is yield farming in this DeFi. So when one gets to understand what DeFi simply means now, what is yield farming? And yield farming in crypto is a process whereby you earn reward or interest by staking your cryptocurrency in a decentralized finance platform. For example, how do I call out the name of your crypto project? Your crypto token name, is it Actuate? Hello,
Actuate.
moderator, is it?
Actuate.
Okay, Actuate, yes. Okay, fine. For example, Actuate. Now, Actuate, if I want to earn interest, or if Actuate wants to earn interest more, they need to look out for a platform like a pancake swap and stake of else. For example, someone who owns Actuate and maybe like a whale, he needs to make more passive with his Actuate. Personally, he can take it to pancake swap. Put it into the liquidity pool. I don't know your project liquidity pool. Is it based on the Ethereum network or a smart chain network?
Ethereum.
That's Ethereum, yeah, fine. So that's good. He can take it to Ethereum and take it on the Ethereum liquidity pool on Aave. So anybody who has actually keep expanding more, people get to get the knowledge of Actuate. Now he brings in Ethereum, puts it into Actuate liquidity pool, and when there's transaction buying and selling, those transaction fees that occurred, where Ethereum have moved from what we call the proof of work to proof of stake, whereby you need to lock up your Ethereum in the Ethereum network to help solidify Ethereum network. You see, Ethereum is no more on the POW, that's proof of work. It was shut down 2 years ago. They are now on the proof of stake, and any project built on the proof of stake tends to transfer. Their transaction tends to be faster than those on the proof of work most of the times. So the staking also comes in, whereby the person stakes his Ethereum and then earns passive income from the transaction fees and holding and building up the network. Now, in this Actuate scenario, a holder who has more Actuate wants to increase the liquidity pool. He buys in Ethereum, more Ethereum, stake it into the Actuate liquidity pool. If it is on Pancake Swap, because there are DeFi platform that offers liquidity services like the Pancake Swap, Sushi Swap, Uniswap, these decentralized exchanges. So he takes it to Pancake Swap, for example, locks it up there, and he brings in the Ethereum, brings in Actuate, add it to the liquidity pool. Over the course of time, as transactions are going on, people are buying and people are selling, those transaction fees. There's a noise on the background. I don't know where the noise is coming from. Okay, so when there's buying and selling on the Actuate protocol, people are buying Actuate, people are selling. It has to involve Ethereum as a transaction which is being used for transaction fee. For example, it's similar thing to the Transhuman coin, which is built on a Binance network. So if someone needs to buy Transhuman coin, he needs to spend his BNB or any other token on the BNB network. Same thing to Actuate. If the person doesn't have Ethereum itself, but have something like a USDT in Ethereum, as long as he or she has Ethereum of a certain amount in his or her wallet, he goes ahead to do the transaction over the Pancake Swap, as an example. Now, when the transaction is going on, because of the holder have staked Ethereum and Actuate there, he gets a passive income from those transactions. He gets it and he compounds whatever he or she have there. Now, in the return, he earns another token. He maybe gains another Actuate more. He gains more Actuate. If it's Actuate, he gains some Ethereum to it. If it's Ethereum against Actuate, he gets Actuate
in it, earned passive returns in Ethereum, also earned some Actuate for doing that, creating that, adding to the liquidity pool. And over a course of time, he can withdraw his passive, still living on the platform. Then the two tokens he already put in the liquidity pool. So this is how yield farming occurs. Most people are doing the yield farming business. Some have taken it as a business. They don't stick only in one platform. They go ahead looking for DeFi protocols that enables yield farming process. And the issue is you must look at a platform that has stood the test of time, not any platform or protocol that just spun up and tells you that we offers yield farming mechanism, just rushing and sticking. Because the strategy is a complex thing, and with what's happening in the crypto space of terms of hack or pulling, one has to be careful before he or she commits to a particular platform. Then what are the benefits? Okay, the risk in yield farming, smart contract vulnerability. Smart contract is a code created to interact between wallet and wallet. At the same time, again, transfers token once you authorize to the next person. It does it automatically for you without you doing it manually. So now, if there's a bug in the smart contract, the tokens a lender or a lender or a person who holds a project, a particular, let me say a crypto savvy have committed to a particular liquidity pool might be at risk, and if that smart contract is being compromised, the funds are lost. It lost for good. So now, impermanent loss, provide liquidity to a pool. If the price change in one of the assets, then the value that you deposited has decreased. And it's better you hold an asset than that. For example, what do I mean? Prices fluctuate up and down. Ethereum can be 4,000 today. Tomorrow, you see it going down to 2,005. The flagship of crypto, which is Bitcoin, can rise to 72 at the moment. Maybe after 30 days, you see it coming down to 60. Same thing has to do with Actuate can push up to $1 today. People who bought early push it up, prices, marketing goes in, and people start coming in, it goes to $1. Those who are already in can start to sell off, and prices comes down. So if one is committed to the yield farming, he should bear in mind that once the relative price of the asset in the pool changes, the value of what you deposited has gone down. And these platforms, like PancakeSwap, SushiSwap, Uniswap, tells you the token they accept in the liquidity pool. Not just you going and staking. They will need to reach out to them. They list out the tokens they need, and then if you have it, you got to commit it into liquidity pool. So, but one should bear in mind that if there's any change in the prices in the pool, you tend to lose some of your assets to it. Then the market volatility, yes, same thing. Market changes all the time. So whoever that is committing doing a yield farming must pay attention to that. Then regulatory risk. The world haven't yet fully adopted crypto, because some government are fighting it, some government are embracing it. Ecuador embraced crypto, so you can freely do crypto, whatever you can do in Ecuador. Central Africa Republic was the first African country to adopt crypto, fully by the government. Nigeria has been doing it. We are in Nigeria, we like exploring. Then we and our government are doing what we call a rat race, or how will I call it, a cat and dog. they came in December, said fine, that crypto has been uplifted, people should wait for them to come back January and slam down Binance P2P service, putting up restrictions on banks. Anybody that sent in crypto related tokens, or maybe you want to make a payment in the local currency and you mention crypto, the account should be blocked. Those kind of a thing. These are regulatory risk. So if, let's say, for example, PancakeSwap is, or Actuate has created a platform, a staking platform, or a liquidity pool platform, and based it in Nigeria, with a company in Nigeria, if this kind of thing happen, the company can decide to shut down and move to another country, or try to shut down. It affects. Argentina now has adopted their president, who is a crypto adopter. He's giving them room now to expand, because we have one Argentine in our team. He talks about how they're expanding their crypto hub. So it has to do with, this one has to happen with regulatory risk. So we should, while you go into a crypto mechanism, you should also look into which region is this platform being situated? Like, where do they spawn up from? I think last month, the Security Exchange Commission wrote to Uniswap, trying to find them for a certain, how will I call it? Is it propaganda that Uniswap did few months ago, labeling Ethereum as a security? All this kind of a thing. They are fighting Binance, they are with FXCX, they are at Repo now, at also trying to drag in Uniswap, everything that has to do with crypto. So these affect crypto platforms too. Regulatory risk, then the platform risk too. It's not every platform you see can go ahead to do your yield farming. You must be able to check their track record. How long has this token been? What security measures have they implied? So in case of any impermanent loss, or in case of any drop in asset value, how did they insure my asset too? Because before you do all those things, you must have you must read through their rules. For example, Transhuman Coin, we developed a staking platform aside our own token, a contract 2022. Open it for I'm using a live example. Open it for our holders. People came in, staked their tokens for few months. After the token was launched, it was attacked. So the attacker had the chance of breaking into the code, draining the contract, and selling the tokens. He cleared up back to the market. The price dropped. Holders bought back the price. Then the team already looks like the team foresaw what was about to happen. Have to put out the form for those who staked. They staked in. They filled the form. The team had to reimburse back everyone his or her lost token back. So something like in case of anything that happens, you see. So staking contract, yield farming contract can be attacked anytime, any day. So if you're developing yours, you should know security measures you should put up in place, and then how do you resolve that crisis if it should come up, and that will make your platform more reliable for people to come in and put up a stake. So we shut down the staking contract for now, although we have a reward mechanism built in our token. But that for now, we don't have any staking contract for now after that incident. So it's a platform risk too, So you don't just stake on the platform that comes out. You must look at for the platform that has stood the test of time before you commit your yield. Then the liquidity risk. You don't just put up in a low liquidity pool. Like, for example, you taking your Actuate coin and start staking to it. All these Wakanda and which other coin again that started fading off, that came up with much hype. You see, people have top coins that if you're putting it up in a liquidity pool that has to do with Bitcoin, BNB, Ethereum, Solana. I don't know about Dogecoin or Baby Doge. Then few other ones again. This top 10, top 15, Uniswap coin themselves or PancakeSwap coin themselves. You are rest assured that you will get something because of high liquidity move. People are throwing up to these major coins and using them for transaction. Then also you have to be the risk. The developers can become a malicious one. You don't know who developed a particular token because of the offer higher yield. People rush in. The developer might be there to create a project that once people put in money, it tends to abscond with it, which we all know as rug pull. That's the term we use in crypto space. Rug pull is a term which developers who create a platform, who create crypto platforms, when people put in the money to the liquidity pool, it drains the liquidity pool and dumps the project. You can see a liquidity pool of $2 million stake in it. Once it occurs, the $2 million is being drained out. The project becomes how do you call it? Is it computer dust? There's a term we call it. I'm not a dead project, but I'll get the term as we go on. So the project becomes a dead project, and the liquidity has been drained. Yeah, it becomes a honeypot, a honeypot whereby you just buy in, you can sell. Developer just drain the liquidity, which will enable you to swap back your token to the other asset and make use of it. Hello, am I still alive?
Yes, you're still alive.
Okay. Then we'll go back to high gas fee. Ethereum has a very high gas, especially on the decentralized platforms. I've experienced that. Last year I had a friend. We wanted to buy a project that was built on Ethereum, and we contributed and brought up $250 for us to buy a certain quantity of the project, only for us to pay $50 gas fee for that. I was telling her that we should have left this thing, and one day, if they should list on any exchange, because they came on Uniswap. That was where they first listed the project. So their liquidity pool on Uniswap has Ethereum, and with that project too. So they can supply, like maybe say 6 Ethereum or 10 Ethereum, and then maybe 3 million or 20 million of their token. So people buy this, drop this, take this, drop this, something like that. So you see, paying $50 for gas fee for a $250 asset. So what we end up spending was $200, and the network took $50. So if we are going for a project like Ethereum, remember that the gas fee is so high. And if you also have Ethereum stake to any project to Actuate. Sorry, it is going up. So can you please remind me? So let me not spell it wrong. What is the short code? Is it ACT?
Yes, ACT.
ACT. Yes. So if we are committing liquidity pool ACT with Ethereum, with Ether, and you made a profit from the yield farming, let's say it is against Ethereum, know that when you're trying to make your withdrawal, the gas fee may end up taking some of your profit. Remember, Ethereum is much cheaper on the central exchanges than on the decentralized form. Because on the decentralized form, the transaction network fee is high. Something like that. So then yield farming is complex. It's not something because if you are not a developer, you may not know how they developed theirs. So each protocol have a own different model of their own yield farming. And there are some that we tell you they give out some percentage, maybe 30%, 50%, some 100%. You just have to know, have the knowledge about that particular platform you want to make use of. Then you go ahead to give it a shot. Then we talk about flash loan attack, where someone can try to manipulate a protocol to extract value. Like these guys, we have been hacked few years ago. Matic protocol network was hacked. The attacker drained some. Later he brought it back. Was trying to tell them there's a bug on their network. So nothing is yet authentic in the crypto space. Everybody is trying to do their own best, trying to see how it goes. And also as a software, as days is going, if you're a developer, you keep developing, increasing your security measures, then attackers are also trying to see how they can also break those security walls you have built on your project. But we'll still get there. Then what is the benefit of yield farming? The benefits are there, high returns. A yield farming will give you what your normal money in the traditional bank cannot give you. A yield farm, if you do it in a way whereby there's no issue, it goes well from the protocol, you end up earning higher than what triple digits in an APY, annual percentage yield, than what your local currency in your bank can give you. Our bank doesn't give us interest like that again. So when you look at it, you see that the crypto space is more adorable. It's just that you need to get yourself balanced while you're dodging hacks, scams. One is also dodging not to fall into lack of knowledge too. When you have outgrown all these things, you're knowledgeable about what you're doing, you can detect a scam, you can detect a project which maybe have malicious stuff around them, then you are good to go. So we have token rewards too. I can stake Ethereum if I have Ethereum to ACT protocol, and I earn ACT as a reward too. If I don't have ACT. But if I have Ethereum to stake into ACT liquidity pool, as transactions are going, the pool also rewards me with ACT too. It's still worth making passive income too. Then compounding, most platforms, most holders, or a person who stakes, who is staker, or a crypto savvy who already committed one of his token, can decide to get his profit back again and still add back to the liquidity pool too, to yield more for him or her. And aside that, again, any platform you use, like for example PancakeSwap, if you commit tokens there, follow their rules, you can still earn some cake tokens. Same thing like if ACT has a staking platform, and they go ahead to create a yield farming platform too. I can put whatever I have there. If it's what you have, let's say for example, you have a BNB liquidity pool and I have BNB, I can put up the BNB there and earn the platform token too. Liquidity provider fee. From the fee, people are paying for transaction fees. I get some percentage, the platform takes some percentage. Then diversify. Most yield farmers doesn't put all their funds in one platform. They spread across. You can see some supporting PancakeSwap, Uniswap, SushiSwap, Compound, Aave, these popular yield farming platforms. They spread across the asset already. So at the end of the day, or maybe in a year, you see the person having Pancake token in his wallet, Uniswap, Uni, Aave, Compound, even ACT too. Once ACT have its own yield farming platform, just him putting up his tokens in diverse forms. He can have this, that, and if he wants to sell. If he doesn't want, he can hold. And whenever he feel he wants to sell to add more, he can go ahead to do those kind of things. Then governance participation. Any decision making in that platform, once you have your token in there, you go ahead to try to make decisions with them too. Not that what you say is what the project owners or project developers will do. Sorry about the notification. Sorry. Not that what you said is what those developers will do, but any a development they brought in, you are in there to say whether you vote for it or you vote against it. You can have several stickers on a project. So, for example, ACT wants to go for a conference, they have a liquidity pool, and okay, they want to set up a school in Kenya, bearing the token name or so. You brought it to those governance council, okay? Not the government council itself, those in the crypto space. We have the DAO, called the Decentralized Autonomous Organization, the DAO, who are people who have already maybe decided to commit some other tokens into your liquidity pool. We're like, okay, let's set up this. We need vote of maybe 2/3 of the population. And they decide to vote in favor of that. It's like a government system. You go ahead to execute your project. There are some people who do have issues with their government, with their governance organization. They tends up having problem from there. It tends to escalate. Think Terra, what do you call it? Luna had that issue. I don't know whether Luna had an internal before they were hacked and the other the blockchain started misbehaving and started printing. So, but once you are a staker, you are free to participate in and manage and also develop, have a say in the development and management of the protocol. Then incentive programs. If you're a large contributor, the yield staking gives you where to have more incentive programs. You can have programs that can bring you go to places you may not think you can because of you are part of the protocol. So this is about yield farming. Yield farming, they are all interconnected. Staking, yield farming. I don't know if you have anything to say about that before we talk about the lending and borrowing. So that's all I have for the yield farming presentation. So let me keep quiet for everybody. Maybe any question?
Yeah, I think you can just proceed, and if they have any questions, you can type in the chat box.
Go ahead, Mr. Uche.
Okay, sorry. My phone, I don't know. I was trying to mute myself and it's telling me that I cannot. Okay, so lending and borrowing. You see the same thing like what we do in the normal bank. But here in the crypto space, we'll go ahead to do the lending and borrowing, whereby I find Raymond Uche can wants to lend to a protocol. There's a protocol set up, and maybe Augustine wants to borrow USDT. He have an ACT. I have USDT, and I have an ID USDT, and I decided to commit it to the protocol, or the other way around again. I have ACT, maybe of a $200 or $1,000, but I don't want to sell it, because if I should sell it, it will affect the price of the project. Then Mr. Augustine has up to $1,000 with him. He decided to lodge it into the protocol, so that whoever that wants to lend, whoever wants to borrow, can go there and borrow. So what I should do is get to the platform. I should have asset more than the amount I want to borrow. So if I want to borrow 1,000 USD, instead of me committing 1,000 worth of ACT, $1,000 worth of ACT, I should have up to $2,000 worth of ACT. I getting it now. So I get to the contract, apply for lending, the protocol connect Augustine's asset to my own. So the smart contract acts as an intermediary. I am meant to put in my amount, which I am putting as a collateral. I put in the asset I want as a collateral, because these platforms will tell you this is the asset they use for collateral. So if it's the asset, if it's a protocol that has ACT as its main collateral, fine, then I should commit my ACT of $2,000 worth. Remember, the reason is that, sorry for using remember, the reason is this: if the price of ACT drops a little bit when I've taken the $1,000 and I have to do some business across, waiting for the time I'll get it back to return it and take back my ACT, it's not going to cancel the it won't cancel our transaction. The contract that's already there that I committed the amount of money. But once ACT drops price below the amount I borrowed, it drops maybe to 1,500, maybe the $2,000 now comes down to 1,500. And what? The project or drops down to 1,2. The contract, smart contract, goes ahead to I don't think the contract, I've not used that before, but when Andrew was teaching me about that a month back, we were talking about, he said something about the contract goes ahead to settle the lend and borrow, in the sense that it must be higher than the one you want to borrow to avoid liquidation. To avoid liquidation. Now, you must be fast. Nobody is giving any time in the lending protocol. You don't have any time frame that you must return it. But what you committed serves as a collateral. And once it goes below the amount you collected, it liquidates the asset you already as a collateral, paying the lender. He's returning his lender his money back. Are you seeing? So anybody that chose ACT and committed ACT to that should show you that he or she chose the asset. So he or she should find a way to gather the money he borrows back and repay back. Nobody is a master of the market. We have the bearish market condition, we have the bullish market condition. So what also in the case of if there's a bearish market whereby people are selling off, taking money away from the crypto space for something else, maybe sending it to their traditional market, you can see that prices of assets goes down, and anybody who is doing a lending and borrowing means may end up having his asset liquidated if you don't able to add more or pay back the asset you collected. But once there's a bullish market, let's say the 2,000 keepers, people are coming in more, it goes to $3,000. Wherever you are, you don't need to worry, because once you return back the $1,000, you borrow from the protocol, you take back your assets with the coin value it have. Let's say at the end of the day, your asset is 2,500. You take it back. When you take back you draw your, let's say it is a 1,000 unit of ACT worth $2,000, for example. And by the time you return back the money you borrowed, that 1,000 unit now worth 2,500 in the market. You take back and take your $500 on top of it as a profit, and go your way. You know, so this is how the lending and the borrowing happens. The interest rate is algorithmically determined. You know, the collateralization must be the loan, the currency you supply, which will secure the loan and mitigate the risk for the lender. Then the other side is for the borrower. The borrower must over collateralize. So if you're taking something of 1,000, you must drop $2,000 worth of asset, crypto. Then the mechanism is not controlled by a central authority. So you still have access, you still can control your funds with your private key wherever you are. You know, there's no way, what the protocol does is it will not allow you to withdraw. You give somebody money today and you committed and it's a particular asset, then you want to come back to withdraw it out again. No, it can't until you pay back those loans. You know, then what are the benefits? You know, transparency, everybody can see it. It's visible on the blockchain. It improves trust, accessibility. Just have an internet connection, you just access without even going to bank. But most people go to the traditional bank, line up, fill off a form, they want to get some money to do their business. But in the crypto space, be in your house, connect to the internet, as long as your wallet is half the funds or the asset you want to put in as a collateral for you to get so amount in a fiat coin so for you to get a certain amount of other cryptocurrencies for you to go spend. You just do that. Then control. The users retain the control over their funds through their private key. Then, but the risks are there. Market volatility, smart contract risk too. And then regulatory uncertainty. So these are how this lending protocol occurs. And platform that gives you this, Core Finance, Aave is there, Compound there is there, Ion Finance is there, Pancake Swap is there, Harvest Finance, Uniswap, SushiSwap, Balancia. There are several of them out there. New ones are coming up. Some are built on Solana network, some are built on BNB network, some are built on Ethereum network, like Uniswap. Some are built on Polygon network. So before you interact, you must know the network this service offers. And if you have the token in that network, you go ahead and do your staking and do your lending, and also you can also borrow from them too. So these are a few things I have to talk about on this matter. You know, even if I'm open to entertain to the questions which I could be able to answer. You know, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Raymond, for that insightful session. I hope we've all heard about yield farming and how to borrow and how to lend in the DeFi space. So next, I'm going to invite Doc for additional comments. Doc, you're welcome.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I hope I did not tune myself. Am I on now?
Yeah, you're on.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Raymond Uche, all the way from Nigeria. You are 2 hours away from Nairobi, and yeah, I'm in Boston, so I'm a few hours behind you, Mr. Uche. Well, thank you for giving us a very good lesson on, yield farming and borrowing and lending. I think yield farming, people in our Actuate Nation, this is a very important topic that we are going to learn even more because we have Actuate tokens, because we have the Learn to Earn program where people receive Actuate tokens, but then how do they stake them? That's the question. So I have two questions for you, Monsieur Ushe. One is, what's the best platform? For example, you mentioned Aave, Compound, PancakeSwap, SushiSwap, and others. We are mostly on PancakeSwap because we bridged quite a number of Actuate token into the Binance, the BSCs, the Binance chain. So we're on PancakeSwap. Now, if you're in PancakeSwap, like somebody has got ACT tokens on PancakeSwap, how does he go about staking those tokens in the PancakeSwap itself?
Okay, PancakeSwap offers a liquidity a staking platform. I think MakerDAO. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna search up for the platform that have a support with PancakeSwap. The one I know was MakerDAO. Is it MakerDAO or MakerDAO?
MakerDAO.
Well, yeah, MakerDAO. Whereby they will tell you that you must have a BUSD. That was then before they shut down the BUSD. This year, if you remember, last year, Paxos was told to shut down minting BUSD, which was the stable coin for the Binance network. The Binance grew to the extent whereby they have a BUSD stable, which competes with the dollar and all that. And so people were like, if you want to commit some of your assets, you commit them and also add a BUSD to it as a stable coin too. So mitigate the volatility of the market. But right now, the MakerDAO is there. So I don't know. I used it once. I just put up a transhuman coin with BUSD, and then when I took it out again, I just didn't like it. I just took it out again. So what's there is as you say, no platform is like this is the ultimate. Everybody's evolving. If you observe very well, PancakeSwap even went ahead to create V2, V3 of their liquidity pool, version 3 of the liquidity pool. So they keep advancing. So the best thing to do is one is to sit down, look at all these platforms, then giving out yield opportunities. Take a time, read through them, know maybe their history, their own process, and then go about it. For me, if I should say, I would love someone to stick up on the pancake because of the BNB, which will not take much of your gas fee. Projects are expanding both on the Ethereum network and on the Binance matching network. What we should all know is Ethereum itself is still a layer 1. The layer 2 project adding Ethereum like Base, it's like Base, Base is there. Polygon is a layer 2 of Ethereum, and which other layer 2 again? There are some of them that are layer 2 Ethereum. Okay, Optimus Ethereum, So one needs to just pay attention to this project and know which one that gives you a lesser transaction fee and a higher yield. Not when you want to take your asset, you end up paying high gas fee, something like that. So that's what I could say. I won't give a particular answer to a particular one, but in my own, if I should make use of, I'll make use of the PancakeSwap more than the Uniswap until because of the transaction fee.
Yeah, Uniswap is expensive.
Yes.
So now, next question. Now you have transhuman coins and we have Actuate token. Now these are two tokens that if we agree with one another, we could tie them together and put them in the liquidity pool. Tell me how you would see that happening. Now, Actuate to transhuman coin liquidity pool in PancakeSwap. Do you think it is possible?
Yeah, it should be possible depending on, looking at market cap, looking at this is from my own saying, and also first the team. Like sometimes you might create it without even requesting the team, but you still need the team to know, okay, we want to create this so that anybody who have this can bridge and swap over this. But you should know that one have to be of a higher transaction value than the other. From my experience, like you see, most people will peg Ethereum with some of their tokens because Ethereum is widely accepted. Transactions happens on Ethereum network. Ethereum has NFTs. People are building NFTs project out there. People are as in doing so many activities on the Ethereum network. So in this case of transhuman coin, ACT, it's possible. First, the team needs to sit down, agree, and then see where they can come in together. Now, next thing again should be which pool should the teams take on to? But I believe in this scenario now, they might even add something like maybe BNB should need to come over there too, because remember these two networks, these two projects are built on the same Binance matching. Like you guys bridge to Binance. So it must, so it must have a BNB so that someone can, because let's say for example, if ACT has its own network, had built its own network, it's another different ball game. So it simply means transhuman coins taking having a liquidity pool with ACT, and we don't need to start bridging from here to here and here to here. So it's just something that the team needs to sit down, discuss, take the time, analyze, come to a agreeing level of things, and you can go ahead to see how possible it is. Everything is possible. ACT can have its own network tomorrow, has its own blockchain, has its own network tomorrow. That's it. That network has its own blockchain tomorrow. That's one kind of the same thing. So it's everything is possible in the crypto space as long as the developers and the team has an agreement, comes to an agreement.
Yeah, and I think that's where we should we should make a good agreement, because we're doing this work in Africa. So it'd be very lovely to have African coins, forming liquidity pools, because that way we will be able to offset all the costs that we pay for creating liquidity pools with some foreigners from out there. Because you have the transhuman coins, you don't have to buy those ones. And then we have ACTs, we don't have to buy those ones. So we can just do token swap, and then we each create liquidity pools at zero cost for both of us, except that for the transaction fees, if you're on the Binance chain, say on PancakeSwap, then that's the only cost that we incur. But we don't have to incur. For example, if we are to create liquidity pools with USDT or even Binance BNB, we still have to buy that BNB to build liquidity pools. But this is a scenario where we do not have to buy the coins themselves to put in the pool, because they are available to both of us. We combine them. The only thing that we pay is transaction fee, which is very, very cheap. And that's the way we are going to uplift Africa, by connecting us with one another. That's what the tokens have come to do, to help us in time. And
yes. Also, sorry. Also, let me add something like that. Also, one of them should have its own network. If you don't have a network or like a blockchain, and you can't go for that to get these things done. For example, if you check any project that is being placed on the liquidity pool, you will see that one of them is already have a blockchain whereby the data can be uploaded. Like for example, this ICT and transhuman coin. Even if we are to merge at this point in time we are in, we still need the help of the BNB network. Are you getting it? We still need the help of BNB network. Remember, BNB network is not of an African origin. But what we are looking at is what we in Africa here can do that is originally of an African root that showcases our people's belief and who we are.
Understand. I don't know. We need to confirm what you just said, that you have to have your own primary network. I don't know about that, but really, it is something we want to look and discover, because I think there's something like they can do token to token liquidity pools, and that's something that if it is true that it could be done so in PancakeSwap, even Silo network on Uniswap allows such things to happen. So it's not really a requirement that you must have your own network in order for you to create token to token liquidity pools. And you see that's so long as we know that this is what we have to know and agree. We have to really study, find out the details, then we can figure out how to do it. Then we can actually do token match, token swap, and then if we are going to be on Silo network, Silo actually allows, according to what they advertise, I don't know how true it is, Silo allows people to use their own token to pay gas fees. That is what they claim in the advertisement at Bankless. Well, I don't know whether that is true, but what I think is
we'll find out together. There is where we'll work it out. Then from there, before we go further for the maybe tokens and having a post together, we'll still need to invite the teams. Like I talked to Andrew, who's our community manager, then maybe have another discussion with you. I remember we had a discussion February, we didn't continue again. Everybody was pushing up Freedom Project. We didn't hear you guys again. Andrew we have so many teams doing the dev team, we are from meeting to meeting. So there was no time they spent like, okay, can we hear from these guys or so? But with this now, I can see anytime I get him online, talk to him that this is what you said. And if we discuss about it, the two of us can still have a meeting with you, look at it, and then we'll see how we can present it to the team, to see how possible it can be. It's not going to be something that will be that easy to happen immediately. Crypto has to do it takes time. But surely, if it's achievable, why not? So for me, why not?
all right. Well, I think it's absolutely possible, and it's only about us making decision to do it. So the next thing, so we have this summit coming up in December. First of all, if we agree to do that, which is really what we should do, it brings our communities together, because the holders of transhuman coin would now be transacting with holders of Actuate tokens and vice versa. So transhuman coin, which is African, then Actuate token is also African. That helps us to broaden the reach to our market, because we have a common pool, and that means that Actuate community would become transhuman coins, get transmuted to transhuman community, and transhuman community also get access to the Actuate community. So the community grow up together like that. Yeah. Yes, so that's so the market broadens, and that's like a form of partnership. That tokens help us to build partnership, of a partnership for expansion. Yes, so the other thing is that maybe because we have a summit coming up in December, so if we did that, it would be very, very good announcement at the summit in December, that between now and December, we have done all the groundwork and we have done it. And then by the time December comes, we have December 3rd to 6th in Nairobi. We have a huge presentation of how these communities are growing together. What do you think about that?
What? No problem. What the next thing I will do is I will need how I wish Andrew was here. Andrew can speak more. Andrew is an Australian. Transhuman
Yes.
Coin have African Australians and Americans in that board, and it's not what two of us can need to decide for the team. We have some
Yes.
Americans. So what I will still need, I don't know if there's any way I can get a live a copy of this recorded version of a clip or a copy of this recorded of this section. I will share it to him. He will listen to it, and then when we are discussing about it, I'll tell him that this is what you said. The summit coming in December. How do you say about it? Then from here we can look at we can send it to the team, know what they have to say, because the team has so many things. We have the Big Brain Nigeria project coming up. We have Evolve Conference in Nigeria again. We have the other teams have some presentation in Australia, and so a whole lot of it was being planned from last year. So this is one thing we as moderators and community managers around. I'm like, okay, so I look at the partnership ACT is offering back, and what do you guys think of it? If they involve bringing you on board to speak more, fine, we don't fine, so that they look at how to adjust, or they can say, okay, fine, we can do it, but may not, So nothing I say here is like this final say. I'll still need the friends of Andrew majorly in that. They can give a broader view and we see how it goes. But I have this feeling that definitely we surely have something to work together with. That's what I think from my own side,
Awesome.
But,
I think that's great. We can even schedule another meeting with Andrew and yourself. But we'll share these videos so you can watch this part.
Yeah.
Okay.
No problem.
I don't have any other question, Mademoiselle Frida. So Frida, back to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Masharia and Raymond. I think maybe I have one final question. I heard you say that these platforms, they do not, when it comes to yield farming, that they have to select which pools, for example, maybe which tokens they want. So that means that we cannot yield farm, say, Actuate and Transhuman Coin if we wanted.
No, for now, there is no platform supporting that for now. I gave an example. I said, for example, we can come up together and say, okay, let's fix this. So if we are to fix this, we need to find a platform and then pay some fees they request for us and get it set up. You see, people now start putting it in at the same time. But the platform you are approached to, they will give you their own rules. And they will give you their own rules, give their own time for them to set it up and then fix it in. They might say, okay, fine, it has to be a major asset with a higher market cap and a low market cap project. But for right now, it's just what the team needs to create and see a platform that can support that. Go ahead. There are so many things behind it. There are so many mechanisms we and I may not understood these developers do. So it's something that put up a request. Once they give you feedback, you work from there.
All right, thank you.
Mm.
So if there are no any other questions, we'll move on to the next speaker. We'll have some web updates from Grace Njeri. And in the meantime, if you feel you have any further questions, you can go ahead and ask. So Grace, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Frida. I hope you can hear me, right?
Yes,
Right.
we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. So my name is Grace Njeri, the web developer, Actuate Biomedicine, and I'll be sharing my screen so that I can show you some of the updates that we have on our website. Yeah. A minute, I'll just give me a second. Yeah, I hope you can now see my screen.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay. Now, so if it is your first time or you have never seen our website, you just go to your browser and type Actuate Bio, and this will be the first website that will appear. So so here we have added our faucets, all the faucets that we have, as you can see. So you can go to our website and get to learn everything and about the other faucets that we have. And also, as you can see, we have in each faucet we have a join us button, so you can be able to join the WhatsApp group for every faucet. So, and also we have another thing in the website that we have added is the program for the summit. If you have not seen the program of the summit, you just come to the website and to the Nairobi Summit page. You will see this page will appear, and then the first button here that is written program. You just click onto it, and it will redirect you to the program of the website. Not the website, but the summit, the Actuate pre-Boston Nairobi Summit. So this is the program that runs from the that is date 3 December this year to date 6. Yeah, we also have summit workshops down here. So just take your time and go through it on your own time, pole, so that you can see everything and get to interact with the everything that is in the website. And also another thing is that if you have any question about Actuate, about liquidity pools, about anything about cryptocurrency, blockchain, you can always come to our website and to our help page, and you'll be able to see everything that you may need to know about Actuate. So that is it. Thank you, Frida. Back to you.
So thank you very much, Grace, for those updates. I hope we've all seen, and you can, yeah, it's very easy. You can go to Actuate, type in your search browser, Actuate Bio, and then you can be able to see the Actuate websites and all those updates about the summit and joining the faucets. So as you heard, we have a conference, a summit happening from the 3rd to the 6th of December this year. And you have an opportunity to participate by bringing in speakers, sponsors, or you can also make a poster presentation. Yeah, so you're all welcome and you're all invited to, you're all invited to the summit. So for these meetings, if you're not speaking, please go ahead and mute your mic. Yeah, so thank you very much to our speakers. And if there are no more questions, I'm going to share the form to the chat box. Yeah, so this is a learn to earn program, which means that you get Actuate tokens for participating in these sessions. And also, this is our last session for this cohort, and I've included the question there. If you'd like to present our next session, you can go ahead and fill in yes to the form. Yeah, so our next session will be discussing more on the Actuate Nairobi Summit, and yeah, you can get the opportunity to lead the class our next Saturday session. So thank you very much for joining us, and have a lovely weekend. Thank you.
Now we invite Usha to the summit. Usha, what you're going to do, we're going to reserve space for you in Transhuman Coin, that program you just saw there in December.
Hello? What did you say, sir? Sorry, my network, I have a network glitch a little bit. You said something about Transhuman Coin.
Transhuman Coin, we want to reserve space for you, yourself, and Transhuman Coin for and the program for the summit. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, no problem. I'll get back to my community manager. I'll still let him know this is so that I'll see what he has to say.
Tell them we have people who are coming. We're inviting lots of people, and we would love them to hear about Transhuman Coin and what you guys are doing. Because really, I think you're into something on that transhuman. What does it really mean? But this is a conversation for another day. And that's what you want to come and explain in the summit, the people, what Transhuman Coin is all about, what work you're doing.
Okay, no problem. Transhumanism is we are all transhumanists wherever we are. We just how you got understood that. But no problem. If it's we'll see how it goes, and we'll let him know once he gets the approval and approves it. I'll try to make my time to be there. You know.
Awesome. Okay. Well,
Right.
thank you everyone, and
Thank you.
yeah, thank you, Mr. Ocean, for meeting me. That was good. Awesome.